What say we take a pre-snowstorm on May 9th tour? Because it's supposed to snow tonight, and it's already sleeted a couple times today. And I can show you what I'm worried about and what I'm not worried about. And then we can check on it after, however long that takes, and see if I was right or wrong. So there's no flower buds on this. These are the elderberries, so I'm not worried about them. There's flower buds on the clematis, but honestly, oh well, it's not food, And the raspberries are kind of ever blooming, so if they freeze off, they'll start again. Such as these ones here. My neighbor's talking to his dog. If you hear anyone being called a bitch, it's just a dog. Okay, so those might freeze off. They probably will, but it's okay. Again, these here, those are woodruff, not food, therefore not worried. You just saw me put this up, but I would fully expect for these to freeze off. The ones that are too high to cover. And there's only so much you can do, is my opinion on that. This is new, huh? I think I need to put a couple bricks down, but I noticed there were buds, and I can show you at the top. Hey. On my hardy kiwi. Now, hardy kiwis are pretty tender for the frost. They will freeze to the ground pretty easily. So, I enclosed it here. There's no blooms on these this year, so they're fine. I'm not worried about anything that's already forming fruit, because I don't think it'll freeze hard enough for them to drop their fruit completely. There's a few blooms left on the cherry, but we're talking like a few dozen. Most of it's already doing fruit. There was only one bloom on this to start with. Here, the plum. And it's right there. So, I don't know if that's fertile or not. I can't tell if there's fruit on the hascap or not. I don't know what I'm looking for. I've been poking it from time to time, but it's definitely not blooming anymore, and it didn't care that it snowed when it was. It does seem to have a little bit of frost damage, though. Isn't that odd? These are the sweet cherries. Up here, I was having trouble finding ones that were actually looking like fruit. These are the currants. Look at them being fruit already. So, not worried about those. But then here, that's a little weird, isn't it? Something that I did was discover that my brand new apple already has fruit at the bottom. So this is a 2-stage thing, and then there's a stick keeping it from actually settling right. So we'll see how that does. But underneath, I put, see if I can show you, a bottomless Gatorade jug. And then on top, with a stick holding it up awkwardly, what I could find that sort of fit was my old recycle bin. I'm stuck back here. I'm gonna have to go back out the way I came in. Woo, fungus. I have a surprise for yins in that category soon. Alright. Asparagus will be fine, although I think I should pick some because otherwise it's going to start to bolt. Bolt means produce leaves. But it's not really going to grow when it's mostly frozen, so I could wait till tomorrow to harvest, but I'll just harvest a couple here. The ones that are really close to opening out, like this one. And this one too. Okay. So that's my dinner. So a couple bricks on that. There's no flowers on the pear at all for like the third year in a row. And it had been fruiting. It's about 12 years old. That doesn't have any flowers. It's just greenery. So I think the greenery and the daffodils always do fine. What I say about them is they're Dutch. They can handle it. And that's true of most ephemerals, but definitely for the ones coming out of Holland. And daffodils, tulips, that kind of thing. So the ajuga is blooming and it might freeze. That's pretty, isn't it? But if it freezes, that's okay. It's not food. I also have one lily of the valley that's blooms are open over there, and a bunch of buds in the foreground. I'm pretty sure that these are going to be fine, but we'll look tomorrow. We'll see how they do. And I didn't put anything over the new grape because it hasn't flowered yet, and I do think it should be fine. I think so, but I might change my mind and put a bucket over that. Other than that, all we have are dormant new sticks, which will definitely be fine. My cage for the maypop fell down. Do I have a dirty lens after all this? Or is it just cold and foggy? I don't know. I might have a dirty lens. I'll put you on pause and clean it. Hang on. Dear, oh dear. Yeah, I think I did. A little bit of litter there, but it's melting in. So yeah, the maypop cage fell over in the wind. Oh, I think I'm just going to leave it. That should be fine because it was very recently dormant. These were just transplanted and should also be fine. These should be fine. Starting to open their leaves. These are the hazelnuts, but not a problem. This is just leafing out. This one has a bunch of blooms on it, but they're weed trees, so this is a mulberry, so I'm not sure that I actually care. And all of these hazelnuts are this is probably the most leafed out new one. Wow, that's in good shape. So, yeah, full round there. I think that's about it. And here we are back at the apple. The seedlings are going to be fine too. I don't think we looked in here too well, did we? Yeah, these are like native seedlings. This is not really coming up quite yet. I think the soil needs to be warmer if it is going to succeed. But these, being false indigo, and the ones over here, it's not going to be a hard freeze. It is going to be snow, but it's not like the whole pot's going to freeze through, I don't think. Same thing with up here. It would be better if I had all of my nursery stock in ground as opposed to above ground right now. It's always better if I can have them sunk in like that. But that's not what I got going on right now, and I'm not gonna worry about it. Honestly, I'm not gonna worry about it at all. I'm just gonna put some bricks on top of that sheet that's trying to cover my hardy kiwi. And I'm gonna call it a day. So that is a pre-frost tour. If the frost makes a liar of me, we'll have something to compare against when I come back out and film again to show how it went. Yeah. And I've got dinner. I hope your plants are safe too. This is really unusual having snow this weekend. It's the second weekend of May. I usually plant my warm plants out mid-May, but then leave them underneath those jugs like what I showed, protecting the apple about partway in there. So I haven't planted anything out that hasn't just been out already all winter. So we should be fine, but we'll see. It's mainly the tree blooms I'm worried about. Do take care. Oh, I mean, I could show you the hillside, but there's nothing going on down there, so we're not going to do the cliff. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. The quail are in the brooder, and there's still eggs in the incubator just in case. That seems to be everyone's big interest right now, but I am also a permaculture station with a sizable suburban/urban, because, like, look at that. That's urban over there, and this town isn't that much more spaced out. Yeah, so I'm a kind of like an urban homesteader, permaculture, food forest, and cliffside maintenance type of channel. So if you're interested in that, I would love to have you along for the ride. Take care. Thanks. Bye.